Hello everybody, BrioS here, and for you guys today I have a mech you don't see that often on the modern day battlefield, and that's because this chassis is inherently flawed. But before I go into the chassis analysis and the build, let me introduce you to the chassis itself, the 60-ton clan battle mech, the Hellfire. The variant I'm showcasing today is the Hero Mech, and it's the Void, which has 30% seeable bonus and a unique set of hard points, which makes it kind of fun to play. But talking about fun to play, the Hellfire is one of the more fun mechs to play, but it has some flaws. Namely, the arms are really wide and they are pretty low, cockpit being here, and the weapons are far below. And that leads to convergence issues. As you can see, my mech has one weapon on the right torso and one in the left arm, and they're really far apart. Not only far apart horizontally, but vertically one is way higher than the other. This makes it a bit irritating to play because the bullets are coming from different locations. But as you can see, once you get used to it in the gameplay, you can do quite a lot of damage. Defensively, this mech is also flawed. Side torsos are easy to pick out from the center torso, so at higher tiers where people actually can aim, people will just wreck you by taking off your torsos. Look at this. Pretty obvious this right torso. This weapon is also right torso, so the torsos get picked out pretty easily. It sticks out a bit, but that's fine. And when you put weapons, as I said, convergence issues on this mech, it's just weird. So anyway, let's get down to the build itself. So this is a new tech Void build using weapons introduced in the August patch last year, namely two HAG60s, one in the right torso, one in the left arm, with 6.5 tons of ammunition. The gameplay you're going to see is from the January patch onwards, where the Gauss 30, which fires 6 5 damage pellets, went from 5 damage per pellet to 4 damage plus 0.5 splash per pellet, reducing the pinpoint front loaded damage in that sense and giving spread instead. Because people have been complaining that HAGs delete enemy with the amount of weapon damage they put up, so a bit of splash to spread the damage so they don't delete so much. Yep. I still think it's too hot, and yeah, it runs hot. With only 10 double heat sinks, it will build up heat quite a lot. This build actually uses a XL270 engine, which gives it with skills up to a speed of 78.4 with speed tweak, and a clan MASC Mark II gives it, well, that boost of speed when necessary to 98.7, and most importantly, MASC is not used to only boost speed, but people use it for increased XL, decel, and turn rate, so you can peak fast, reverse fast, turn and scoot out of there. So this basically is a hit and run build with the 60 damage from the dual HAG30s. The quirks aren't that fantastic for this particular build, and if you look at the quirks here, it has a nice UX jam chance. Actually, it's not that nice, it's only 20%, but I'm not running UX. It gets a cooldown reduction of 5%, which helps. Missile and range bonuses, but I'm not using any of those. But the dual HAG30s are strong enough. Because of the subpar hitboxes for the side torsos, it gets a bit of armor, 12 armor per torso, and a bit of armor on the arms, but no big deal. It's still really fragile. Gotta be really careful with this build. So let's get down to the skills. So being a HAG build, I'm actually getting all the heat skills because HAGs run really hot, way too hot if you ask me. So all the heat skills gives me a heat reduction of 10.5%, or rather, being in a sphere, you get 10.5. But this is a clan mech, so you only get 8.4% reduction in heat. Range, even though the range is pretty good for HAGs, I'm getting all the range skills for 15% boost to the range. This allows it to hit out to 931 meters, so this has some capability at long range, but HAGs honestly are best at mid-range, 5 to 600 meters. Velocity nodes help, 15% from 5 nodes. Increased ammo capacity from these 2 nodes. 2 nodes of Gauss charge allows you to hold the charge longer. Really useful, so you can hold the charge, pre-aim and wait for the enemy to come around the corner, or charge longer and then come around the corner, fire and zoom away. Moving on to survivability. Due to a lack of SPs, I'm only getting the armor skills. That gives me an 18% boost to the armor. And it's not too bad, like as you can see, 100 over in the CT, front loaded. But the hitboxes are a pain in the ass. As for mobility, this is the strength of the Hellfire. The ability to have MASC and 60-ton mobility is kind of close to a medium mech. So all the kinetic burst, all the hard break, and all the armor hardening. That gives me an XL decel boost of 24.5%, a turn rate boost of 30%, and combined with the MASC, it's really mobile. I kinda like the mobility once the MASC is engaged. 5 nodes of speed tweak allows it to reach 78.4 with that 270 XL engine. Moving on to operations, 5 nodes of coolrun for 10% heat dissipation boost. 3 nodes of hill climbs is nice because it doesn't jump, so the hill climb node helps it navigate terrain. 2 nodes of seismic, because your hit and run build, you want to move up, use your seismic to kind of see around the corner, and then use your MASC, go around the corner quickly, smash them with the HAGs and reverse or turn around and run back into cover. So seismic is really useful for builds like this. 1 node of radar deprivation, which was nerfed in January, but the percentage doesn't matter. People take 1 for the audio and visual cue when the enemy loses their locks, exceedingly useful if you have situational awareness. And talking about situational awareness, advanced zoom, 1 node only, allows you to zoom out. Good if you're going to engage at range, but don't forget, advanced zoom, when you use it, you lose situational awareness. So I try not to use it too often. And finally, just 1 node for a consumable, additional consumable that is, so I can run a cool shot and something else. Yep, so that's it. That's the dual HAG60 Hellfire Void. I honestly don't rank this highly. The convergence issues and the hitbox problems really push down its performance level. And even though the gameplay you'll see is, well, that's a lot of damage I did play quite a few games, and yeah, you play enough games, you get a few good games. So, yep, but it is capable of doing that quite a lot if you really want to. Most importantly, it's fun. So anyway, let's get on to the gameplay and I'll show you the Void with HAGs in action. Let's go! And here I am on Grim Plexus for the first showcase match. Using the MASC to be tip of the spear, I am aiming towards Golf 7, Hotel 7 side, which is a good position to head towards. As you can see on the minimap, we already have a light pilot in Golf 7. He's gonna draw aggro, then I can see the weapons fire, and most of the time they come by Golf 8, so I'm gonna slow down a bit and just pre-charge my gauze and wait for targets to appear. There it is, PPC fire. So there should be some big boys. True enough and awesome. Fire, twist, use the MASC to reverse into cover. 1070 meters. Outside optimal, but that's the initial trading phase, so getting my damage in. Really good trading if I may say so, because I'm not drawing any aggro. It's basically free damage. Those on my left are drawing all the aggro. So 3 assaults. It's quite a big force. 3 assaults, Golf 8.
Target spotted.
Looking at the minimap quickly, I'm actually pretty much alone, so gotta be really careful. Looks as though the assaults are gonna ball up in Golf 8. Vroom to our left, doing a fox line push maybe. I don't know about you guys, but I'll rather shoot the assaults. At this point, the friendly team either goes 7 line, or they come around this corner. This corner with me and Incubus is pretty strong. 1 Hellfire. Fire, twist, reverse using MASC. That's how you play this build.
Thanks. Affirmative. Target
Mic check.
Quick check
Mike not here,
on the minimap.
but he says regards.
Most of our team is a bit slow in Hotel 7. Few targets here. Is that a blackjack? Oh, he is.
Yeah, Mike's a good guy.
Took a huge
I
alpha
check
though.
on him regularly too.
Thankfully I've got Incubus with too.
Target spotted.
So we're taking turns here.
Spotted.
I play off him, he plays off me. We take turns. Make the enemy a bit confused. I fire my gauze, my HAG rather. Then I vroom to cover with my MASC. 1 Axum. Out of position. 2 mechs, Fox 8. They're isolated.
Yep, we're trying
For
to get there.
now they're isolated.
My priority target.
But they can see me. I'm skylining as they call it, right on top of the hill. Visible to everybody. My right arm has nothing, so it's gonna just be a shield arm for me. So whenever possible, I'm gonna twist to show them my right
Watch from
arm,
Golf 7, Fox 7.
so I can take damage to
On our left side here,
it.
guys.
They have an air bolt, watch out.
It's like an ablative arm. Oh look, there's a small
Two
back there.
enemies. See them.
A few pellets still. Yeah, there's one above me. Oh, he stopped a bit too early. Yet again,
Swing,
not,
swing left here.
not many pellets. Enemy is pushing along
We get our butts
the
back over there.
Golf
Golf
7,
7,
Hotel
now.
7. Calls are made. Gonna reposition.
Target spotted.
That's the strength of this mech. It can reposition pretty well.
Warning with Charlie.
And
Got
once
the
you're
guy,
going to
back
fight,
shot. One touch CT.
don't
back
use up too
behind.
much of the mask. Save it up. Charge it up.
Target spotted.
Good position. Down he
Good kill,
goes.
BrioS.
No twists. Standing still. Easy target. Easy target. Into cover a bit too early. But many targets. Oh, I'm taking a lot of aggro. I'm like overextended to the left.
They're both primary target if you see.
There goes my ablative arm.
Destroyed.
And
Target
Hintaro,
missile.
Juliet. We need people to shoot. Thank you.
Target destroyed.
And that's the strength of the mask.
Acquired.
Turn, boost your speed, rapidly reposition.
Target acquired.
Hellfire left torso.
They're
This
dropping like
Hellfire.
flies. Let's go, boys.
They're falling back. It's still a fragile mech, this Hellfire. So every time I take damage, I gotta twist, mask into cover.
Incoming missile.
Just can't take too much. Missiles come in, spreading the missiles in case you didn't realize I'm spreading the damage.
Acquired.
Big force on my right. Enemy's gonna look there, so I'm gonna hit to my
Push up.
left. They're learn boats, two of them.
New target.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my left. Yeah, as you can see, that Hellfire was looking at the main force. And what is that build? Learn 5s? What? Okay, anyway. Yeah, he's targeting me with learn 5s.
Warning. Incoming missile.
They have a Raven spotting, but it's 8-3. Good push by the team.
New target.
One assault mech here. There it is. Using the hill so I can peek over that dead mech, which I think was a quick draw. I still have armor, so I can take a bit of lerm damage. Just make sure when the lerms come in, you mask or you twist. And that's it.
Sniper hill?
Short, brutal match. 11-4.
Hitbox maybe?
Sector?
So, down to looking for the last mech.
Yeah, he's in Fox 6.
There it is. It's the Kid Fox I saw earlier. And finally a good
Echo 6.
number of rounds hit him. I don't think I can get him. Gotta protect my right torso. So always check your paper doll. My right torso is open. So always have to twist to the right to present to left when the damage comes in. But anyway, game is won, you know. We're just trying to get the last guy. He has 1 ER medium. Stefan, can I get you? No, it wasn't me. Oh well. I'll take the KMDD. So that's a good way to show you how the mask is used. Not the best use of mask, but good enough to make yourself a harder target. 1060 damage, 4 KMDDs, only 1 kill. The lack of pinpoint does show nowadays with the HAGs. 591 match score, very decent, but the enemy team didn't play well. Anyway, let's move on to the next match. And for the second match, we are dropping on Tourmaline Desert. And with all the open terrain, with a bit of rock crops here and there, it does suit this build pretty nicely. I'm starting along Echo 4, so I'm going to check out Golf 4, they tend to be there. And if possible, take Golf 5, the Spire there, where I can shoot down into the right side along 6th line, which is where they normally go. And in this particular match, I was actually dropping with some streamers, so that was pretty nice. Maelstrom and Alias, both of their Twitch channels are put in the description below. And yeah, give them a follow. So some targets below. Golf 5, we got a Cyclops. So 1 Cyclops, 1 Hellfire, 1 Thunderbolt, all heading to our left. Yep, Golf 5. Lots here. Gonna call it out, tell the team where they are. They are being, well, focused on the friendly mechs on my left. So I'm just gonna rain some hack rounds on them.
And it's weird because sometimes I have to
One thing about this mech, it's better if you peek on the left, because the left arm has a weapon in it. So there they are.
Target acquired.
They're really focused on the targets on my left.
Yep, I have tinnitus 24/7.
So gonna just rain fires free damage. Left arm actually hits the terrain, which is not a good thing.
The funny part is
But some damage for no damage unit is always good.
Critical.
Yeah, these players are totally oblivious to my presence.
New target
My sister's a
acquired.
piano.
But they already have a kill way above us. So gotta be careful.
Critical.
College professor.
Longer range fire, 1000 meters there. 1 mech on my right. I turned to the right because I saw the blip on my minimap.
Override shut down.
A bit too aggressive in my firing. Took some heat damage. Left arm is open, or rather it's caught badly, because it has a hag there. I gotta be extra careful.
Alpha.
Alright,
Another catapult.
not an override, so I am now. Catapult's
Target
going down.
destroyed.
Yeah.
Maelstrom gets him.
Nice.
At this point, I saw a
making
blip.
low fall.
Yeah, I saw a blip using seismic. So I'm not gonna stand and deal with him. Probably a light saw me and tried to assassinate. So always check your minimap. That's one of the most useful skills I can recommend.
Target acquired.
Very wary there's a light behind me,
He's back. Or not.
but I don't think I can deal with it if it's a good player. So I'm gonna join our main force in front in Echo 6. Oh, there it is. It's a Jenna. I was right, it's a splat Jenna. Could one-shot me pretty nicely.
Yeah, I guess I'll get him. I'll come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna protect Alpha Lance.
No, I'm getting him.
New target.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, Maelstrom says he'll get him, so yep.
Thank you.
Yep, they got him.
Acquired.
So this frees me to engage those in front
You're welcome.
without
I can
people
roll with
harassing my
myself.
anus.
So yeah, I'm fine.
So comms is important. I would have rushed back,
Critical.
but Maelstrom and the rest, they'll get him. So yeah,
Acquired.
reliable people.
Yeah, we-
So here they are, that's the main fight. 3-3 is pretty close.
New target acquired.
I've got to watch my heat on this build.
Acquired.
Foxtrot is a Thunderbolt.
Critical.
Yep, left torso open. Debuffing aggro by going left. Also allows me to cool down. Using this rock
New
crop
target
here
acquired.
to peek. Like I said, left peeks are always better for this build. Right torso weapon is high mounted. Left arm is a problem. It's wide and to the left. So like this, my left arm's gonna be a problem. To fire like that, I expose my whole mech. Very risky.
Warning incoming.
Missiles. Every time I hear missiles incoming in this build, I twist like mad.
New target acquired.
Especially when the missiles are just about to land. Not all my shots hit because I pre-charge a bit late. It is pre-charging, aiming nicely.
the lights. And he's gone.
It's Stalker's left torso and right torso are open.
He used to yell at me for.
Are you gonna peek again, Fleet? Nah, he ran away. Oh, he's still there, damn it.
That's fine.
So at this
Because
point I can work on this flank here as the enemy focus on my left.
UAVs all
Because
over
they're trying to
the
push
place.
into my main force.
I feel like they're under an umbrella.
3-4.
I can highlight them, but I can't.
Still pretty close. There's the Stalker. He's one shot. So I'm gonna focus on him. Stalker is there. I get this Stalker. There's still another Stalker. But let's deal with this Thunderbolt first.
New target acquired.
Hellfire standing still.
I'm just here.
Allows me to open him up. Hellfire 2 is a really good mech by the way. It's one of the best, if not the best Hellfire variant. But this is a C.
Critical.
C is dying.
New target
Cantonese, so
acquired.
I guess he'll die. Anyway. Flea runs. I totally fluffed that shot.
Hit his right leg.
Shut
Right
down.
leg, right leg.
Heat cap right now.
New target acquired.
Gonna actually chain fire my hex, which isn't ideal. But it's 8-4. Game is more or less won. My lance, if you look at the top left, is still alive.
Damage. Right arm critical damage.
Yep. Lone Phantom gets McKinna.
Nope, we just did a mini pincer.
There was a guy who has been hanging around a long time. Let's look for him. It's 9-4.
Big guy on E7, and the fleet went round D5.
Yeah, okay, 7. Okay, alright.
Five,
Good comms. Simple,
Okay.
concise. Simple,
Alright.
concise calls. There it is. Shadowcat 50 meters. He must have shut down. Now he's permanently shut down. Okay, that's it.
One other person.
Game is won. 10-5. Just 2 more. Yeah, what's a
Yeah,
disco?
his right and left leg is about to pop.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get that flea. Right torso open. Right leg open. I'm actually gonna run around looking for the DC instead.
I'll do some
But I actually took a wrong
try to
turn.
get
So as I run around stupidly looking for the mech in the wrong place, I'm gonna play some music as I fast forward this section.
fire support.
So as I fast forward this section, as I look in the wrong locations for the enemy, I actually forgot where the deployment was and I was tired. So anyway, yeah. So I might also use this time to round off this build. So as you can see, this build can perform pretty nicely, but that's because HAGs farm damage pretty well. Lots of damage output with HAGs. These two matches are outliers, of course better performing, so I can showcase its true strength. But most of the matches aren't this high obviously, but still not too shabby I would say. The main strength of this mech actually is his MASC. So if you're going to try this build, always use the MASC. If you're running, just feather your MASC, that means tap the button. That makes your movement a bit more unpredictable. And with MASC, you can mask out of cover, fire, twist and rapidly mask back into cover, taking as little fire back in return as you notice in this particular match. But anyway, I think the friendly team has found him and he'll be dead pretty soon. Yep. So let's look at the end scores.
Thanks for the match. Look forward to dropping again real soon. Good job.
Well done, everybody. Thank you so much.
And with that, let's take a look at the damage output. 1020 damage, 2 kills, 5 KMDDs, 629 match score. Nice. So that's it, ladies and gents, for this video on the HAG60 Void. With the combination of high damage HAGs with the MASC, it's not as bad as I make it out to be. Not top tier with white arms and horrible hitboxes, but definitely decent. So anyway, if you are looking for a hero mech, this might be for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time guys, I'll see you on the battlefield. Bye!